What's good, podcast world? What's good, YouTube?
Sixers are in trouble. I need a top five.
Man, let's get into best of the week, man. What's good, podcast world? What's good, YouTube? Back for another episode of Charge It to the Game Sports Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Rome. I'm here with the fellas, Big Z and Jay. Fellas, what's up, man?
Hey, same old, brother.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, Z, bro, you gotta hit it off, bro. If y'all don't, if this is your first time watching this show, Z don't usually dress like this. This motherfucker wearing the black and silver. So Z, tell us what happened, man. What is the occasion? You usually got your Steelers shit with you, bro. But what are you wearing? Black and silver.
Cop out. I was told the Raiders had.
Congrats to Jay on his Raiders victory in Pittsburgh.
Oh my gosh. Bro, how you feeling about that game though? So for anybody that doesn't know, if you didn't listen to the last show, Z was actually at the game. So first of all, Z, man, tell us about, man, your experience at the game. Obviously, we obviously know the outcome, but tell us your experience at the game and then some stuff that happened during the game, man.
Oh, the game was great. Experience was great. First time fans back at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, fans back in the stadium in 2 years. And so I made the trek back to Pittsburgh. Electric environment, amazing crowd. Even the Raiders fans. I met some Raider fans who were surprisingly reasonable people. Had conversations with them. Good people. And so, game.
Surprisingly. Go ahead and talk your shit. Go ahead.
But the game didn't go as planned.
As planned, man. What happened, bro?
The 6 hours of getting inebriated before the game was great. And then the party was great. And the game was great. The atmosphere was great. It's just the outcome.
Yeah.
Steelers had suffered some major injuries, and Raiders played well. I'll give it up to Derek Carr. He did well.
For me,
Bucs, with the long touchdown, that was good.
Bro, that game, I mean, we're probably going to get more into it when we touch on the recap, but I was just watching it. I mean, I'm like, what is wrong with Ben? And the thing is, I was sitting there watching. I was like, I'm telling people all season, Pittsburgh's offensive line, bro. I mean, Najee cannot run the ball. If you say hike and then he got people in his face, you can tell he looks the part. You saw him. Jay, who did he throw like that? He threw dude around like he was.
Hey, look, I'm not airing my man's out like that.
Bro, he got stiff arm like a motherfucker on that.
That was pretty ugly. I've been ducking ESPN too. I didn't want to see the replay.
It just looked bad as hell. But I mean, what was one of the highlights for the Steelers of the game? You feel me? But I mean, Z. So like, how were people feeling after the game? Because that was a shocking win. Like everybody was really on Pittsburgh.
So it was hard. I mean, right off the bat, first quarter, Tyson Alualu breaks his ankle, out for the season. So that was difficult. Then T.J. Watt gets hurt. Devin Bush pulls a groin before the game. He didn't even play. Joe Hayden was out for the game. So they're down 5 starters on defense. And so first half, they look good, but it just shows the impact of T.J. Watt. When he was in the game, they were doing great. As soon as he got hurt, Raiders, smart move, double-teamed Melvin Ingram. And then on the other side, Highsmith pulled a groin, so he left the game. And then they had a rookie come in who was just miserable. And so, yeah. But I mean, Raiders were smart on that long touchdown, the setup, the play.
It was 3rd and long though. Like, it was like 3rd and 10.
They took advantage of Minka, the All-Pro, which was, I mean, his aggressiveness, his coming downhill to make the play at the sticks at the 10-yard mark, and they just pumped him, and then they beat Witherspoon, who was the corner they traded from Seattle, who's playing his first game. And Ruggs with the 4-3 just blew right by. And I was just and the crazy thing was I was sitting right there. It was right in front of me. I was like, oh no. Because it felt like slow motion.
You can see the way it was setting up.
Yeah, I'm like, oh no. And I was like,
bombs away.
Please drop it. And it was just a hush. I mean, and if anybody's been to a Steeler game, when the fourth quarter starts, the first defensive possession, they play the song Renegade. I don't know if you're familiar with it, by Styx. It just gets the crowd going. 70,000 people screaming. The stadium is shaking. The defense comes on. And in every other game I've been in, when Renegade comes on, it's a 3-and-out. But usually TJ makes a play to make it a 3-and-out. TJ's not there. They did the Renegade, and then they got beat on it on the long touchdown. I was like, okay, that guy needs to be fired. Who did the timing on doing the Renegade, get the crowd crazy?
Nah, don't blame it on him, bro. I mean, that's on y'all. Like, I'm sitting there. I mean, watching the game. I just couldn't believe it, man. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with Ben either. I mean, obviously,
so Ben was hurt. It comes out he was injured, so he's questionable for this week too.
Yeah, he's questionable. But I mean, I know one thing for sure. Jay, you probably can attest to it, man. Max Crosby got after his ass, man. Him and Yannick and Dockway, them motherfuckers get after people, man. They under the radar a 2-man crew. Rushing crew. I mean, they get after the quarterback.
They were doubling Crosby too, and he was.
You got to, bro.
Double teams.
Well, Jay, I'm gonna let you talk about. I mean, how you feeling about the win,
man? It's not too much to say because when we was doing our picks, I was the only person that took the Raiders. You know what I'm saying?
Hold up. Yeah, I said I was going. I said Derek Carr was going to heat their ass up. Though didn't I say that?
You did say Derek Carr was going to heat their ass up, but I think you still went with Pittsburgh. I can't remember exactly.
I did say I did. I think I did. I might.
Yeah. You definitely gave Derek Carr credit though. You said he's going to heat their ass up. You know what I'm saying? But that surprised me. I mean, Max been. If you gave Max any type of help, this is what's going to happen. That's not crazy. I already knew Steelers had a weak O-line, as do we, But the thing about it is, I love how Z is giving TJ Watt a lot of this credit. But when TJ Watt was still in that first half, it was still a good game. I don't care about none of that. You give him too much credit. TJ Watt's nice, but me and Rome has already talked about the best lineman. D lineman to play the game, all right?
Yeah.
but you see impact though. When TJ Watt's in the game, they had 6 points. TJ Watt out of the game, they scored what, 27?
It's definitely.
You're right. It's definitely an impact, but we were still close. We were still
and there was a controversial moment where the Raiders D lineman spit in
the lineman Trey Turner's face.
And so Steelers just scored a touchdown. The D lineman walks up, spits in Thomas's face. Thomas spits in his face back, and of course the ref sees him and kicks him out the game.
Yeah, I was trying to see what that was about. So that's what it was about.
So he blocked the dude, basically pancaked him. Najee scores, and he gets up, pumping his fist. Dude gets up and spits in his face.
Hold up, though. Because the thing is, what pissed me off about it, if that's the way it happened,
and then he walked
back.
Trey
Turner out.
Because he retaliated. He walked up to the guy and he spit in his face too.
Yeah,
and
man.
so
the refs got to catch that and throw
so the refs caught the second one and kicked Turner out. But in Pittsburgh, the controversy is the drive before it, they had 4th and 1 at the 50-yard line, and Tomlin punted instead of going for it and trying to.
You can't do that
because at that time they were only down 6, trying to go for it and scored a touchdown to win.
Yeah,
he went for it, or he didn't go for it. He punted and gave the ball up, and so that's like, look, man, you got to play to win instead of.
You do got to, man. I mean, in today's NFL, these coaches got to understand you can't play and put your defense back. Like when what was the Ravens game? We'll talk about it. When John Harbaugh, like Lamar, Lamar, you want to go for it?
Yeah, exactly.
Lamar was like, "Yeah, we're going for it, motherfucker. What do you think?"
Yeah,
like against Patrick Mahomes. Like really? Why would we punt it back to that guy? But I mean, like I said, it was a great game.
Fun atmosphere, party atmosphere. It's like a family reunion. It was awesome to see fans back in the game. Even the Raider fans were cool. It was just it was an exciting environment. I mean, it was just a party atmosphere from the whole weekend. I mean, basically Saturday at the casino in Pittsburgh was full. They had the river, Gateway Clipper boats in Pittsburgh. If you're familiar with it, it's 3 rivers that unite in Pittsburgh with a stadium right there.
Nice.
And so casino across the street. It was fun. Congrats, Raiders. That was
hard fought win.
wearing the black and what is it? Black and gray or whatever your colors are. I'm wearing your colors for the day.
One of the only few undefeated teams left in the NFL, and they're probably gonna be 3-0 because they play the Dolphins this week. But
you get a kick out of this. The Raider fans were screaming, "We run the AFC North," when they were walking out the stadium. It was horrible.
Let's talk about it. But hey, let's hop into it, man. So, like I said, obviously I didn't get to that, but welcome to the show, everybody. You know. What is he talking about? Your shit breaking up?
I'm about to say, glass. He back. Okay. He's definitely breaking up.
But anyway, so we're back again, man. Obviously, thanks for the support. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel, man. We just obviously since he went to the game, want to hear about his opinion on the game, seeing it live. But yeah, week 3 is here for NFL fans, so we're here to talk about it, man. We're gonna recap the games that were in week 2. And then we're gonna do our predictions for week 3. Obviously, there's a lot that happened. The people got hurt. Tua's out. I think he got a broken ribs or something. Antonio Brown got COVID. It's so much stuff going on in the NFL that we're going to cover. So we got you guys. And then the bets of the week. Man, what did I tell you, man? Stop fucking playing with me, man. I done told y'all motherfuckers, bro. I heat motherfuckers up. When football and basketball season come around, I heat motherfuckers up, all right? Like I told you guys last week. Did Coastal Carolina win? They did, all right? They won in college football. Did the Rams win? They did. They beat the Colts, and Aaron Donald punished Carson Wentz. Twisted his ankle and helped them win the game. Did the 49ers beat the sorry-ass Eagles? They did. Okay, so my pockets is looking nice right now. Like I said, on top of all my other bets, you know what I mean? Like I said, just listen to the last show. My bets is fire. So, welcome to the show. Let's start off with a recap, man. The week that was. Let's see. We obviously talked about the Steelers. Let's talk about that Thursday night game, fellas. So Washington won by 1 point, 30-29 over New York. My God. It was an incredible game, man. I was sitting there watching it. That was one of my bets too. Like I said, it was a risky game. I like Washington. A lot of things happened in that game. Taylor Heineke came out. He came to play a little bit. I moved around, made some plays in the pocket. He looked good. He looked sharp. The defense, some of them, I'm going to say this right now, Washington fans. That big-ass defensive line y'all got that's supposed to be, them motherfuckers is overrated. All right? You coming out there letting Daniel Jones, cook you something in the microwave and saying, hey, here you go. You know what I mean? Like, he's giving you the school lunch, bro. Like, what are y'all doing out there? You know what I mean? Chase Young, you know what I mean? He getting sat on by the offensive tackle. Montez Sweat is nowhere to be found. Deron Payne, Matt Ioannidis, all of them boys is nowhere to be found except I will say this, Jonathan Allen. Jonathan Allen is who he's supposed to be right now. Jonathan Allen, in actuality, because he dropped in the draft. Am I wrong? Right, Z or Jay?
Yeah, he was like 17th. He should have gone top 10.
17. Yeah, he should have gone top 10 for sure.
He was supposed to be like one of the best players in the draft. So that pick is showing up for Washington. Jonathan Allen is an absolute beast. This man's wearing the bar face mask. And if you don't know what that is, you're wearing the big ass face mask with the line going down the middle.
You gotta be an animal with that.
You gotta be an animal to wear that motherfucker. Nobody wears that anymore. But yeah, man. Jay, you're a Washington fan, bro. So I'm gonna let you crack at it. So how were you feeling about that
game? It was a lot. All right. The problem is though, the defense, like you said, if the defense played anywhere near last year, this would have been easy. It would have been a smoke. But also too, when the NFC East, aka some people consider NFC least, division games are a lot closer when they should be. But I'm hard on the defense because what we expected, especially me and you, were talking prior, you said that there was one of the teams. But in all fairness, everyone, there's not really a defense that's played up to par throughout this whole season. It's been nothing but constant points, a lot of overs. So I'm just gonna say I'm gonna give it more time, because like I said, there's a lot of good defensive teams supposedly is happening, but we haven't seen none of that.
I respect. That's a good take, Brian. That's a monstrous take because even if you look at Bucs fans, we know about it. We got heated up by Matt Ryan last week. Matt Ryan was scorching the fuck out of us.
Yeah, ain't no fucking way.
Yeah, so I mean, like I said, it is early in the season, and that's the time where a lot of teams, the big boys, it takes time to get them churning. And you look back on the season, you might take an L. Like we Bucs, if we would have lost against the Cowboys, like it's week 1. You know what I mean? We really could have lost to Dallas. You know what I mean? But hey, it is what it is. I mean, Z, what was your take on that game with the Giants and Washington?
Well, the surprising thing from a Washington perspective, their DBs are struggling.
Right. Yeah.
Even the Giants dropped a long touchdown pass. The guy.
Oh my God!
He beat it touchdown and dropped the touchdown.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
That could have been the wrap too.
It was. And then it was supposed
to. So D line is struggling. The rookie first round pick Davis is not even playing, and then they finally put him in the second half. He wasn't playing at all, and he was their top pick. And then their corners. I mean, Jackson was supposed to be the big money signing, and he's struggling. I mean, first game he played well. Last game, Giants went after him, and so from Washington perspective, their D line is struggling. Their back end is struggling. If both are struggling, that's a problem for the defense.
Right. That defense, man. And they're built, from the front back.
Yeah.
I mean, their D-line is everything to that defense.
And now they got Josh Allen with his big arm. He's going to attack downfield.
I know. And that we're going to talk about it. I mean, week 3, Washington, you got something on your hands, man. If you don't clean that up, Josh Allen's going to make you feel it. But, I mean, Washington's linebackers are very, very sketchy. I will say
average.
That. I mean,
very average.
They're below average.
No, they are below average. You see, I wasn't talking about
They got Cole Holcomb out there. I mean, I was watching Cole Holcomb, bro. I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, bro, there's nothing Cole Holcomb can do that I can't. You know what I mean? I'm telling you. I'm telling you the honest truth, bro. You know what I mean? Hey, but it is what it is. I mean, that was, like I said, they did ultimately win. Moving on. Another game, a matchup. I mean, Chicago and Cincinnati. Chicago won by 3 against Cincinnati. What was it? Andy Dalton got knocked out of the game.
Yeah.
Crazy stat with the Bengals. So their coach is 1-11 on the road in his career.
Wow. I mean,
they can't win a road game.
What's his name? Zach Smith or something?
Zach Taylor, yeah.
I mean, I don't even know what the guy. I mean,
he was a quarterback coach with the Rams, so
he was a questionable hire. Yeah, he was a questionable hire. I remember I didn't like the hire when they brought him in. He was a quarterback coach
for McVay. So they were trying to
on a Sean McVay. Yeah. Like, what are you doing on a quarterback coach on a Sean McVay? You don't do anything.
Well,
Sean McVay is the offense.
Yeah. So that's how the Green Bay coach came. I mean, they were all in Washington when RG3 and Cousins were here,
and that's
that tree. They were here when they were in their 20s and becoming head coaches at age 30.
Wow.
The fast track to head coaching job. Just ride Sean McVay's coattails, who basically rode John Gruden's coattails.
I mean, I will say that in this game, I mean, even though Chicago they won, by 3 points. Joe Burrow looked good. I mean, other than the picks that he threw.
3 picks. I mean, for the first time ever. He didn't even do that at LSU.
Yeah, he can't. I mean, it's the NFL though. I mean, like he did look decent. I mean, the offensive line still looks questionable. David Montgomery ran the ball pretty well. Justin Fields came in and relieved Andy Dalton. He played pretty well. He ran some read option type stuff, and ultimately pulled it and got the first down to win the game. Now it's gonna be live fire for him. He's gonna get a full game under his belt, and we'll talk about what's gonna happen in week 3 for them. But Chicago ultimately, like I said, they got the win. And they're moving on. For the Bengals, man, I mean, Joe Mixon looked pretty solid. 20 carries and some change. But yeah, I mean, let's talk about this next game. So Cincinnati and Houston, man. So Cleveland.
Cleveland and Houston.
Yeah, I'm sorry, my bad. Yeah, Cleveland and Houston. So Cleveland Browns beat Texans 31-21, and it was a pretty close game all game long, man. I was sitting there.
Tyrod got hurt, and Browns fans kind of saved y'all a little bit because he was really looking sharp.
This is the best I've ever seen Tyrod look ever.
Remember last week we were talking about he finally got his shot. Finally got his team.
We were talking about that last week. Yeah.
We jinxed him. He got hurt the next week.
it ain't on us though.
Hey, at this point, it's not even a jinx. This is Tyrod Taylor average. When you sign him, you just know he's gonna get injured. It's gonna happen.
Right. It happens.
And he's gonna play great too, and then get hurt. And you think this is his shot. This is his shot, and then
also. Speaking of that, Browns fans lost their best wide receiver.
Yeah.
That's rough. It's hell. Now Baker, good luck.
You lose Jarvis.
It's going to be heavy run. I mean, that's what they're built on anyway. They got a good offensive line, 2 good backs.
Yeah. But ultimately, that game, I mean, Cleveland got the win. I mean, they ran the hell out of the ball with Nick Chubb and those guys. Nick Chubb had 11 carries for 95 yards. I mean, he really could have had 100 if he gave a few more carries. Easily. Moving on to the next game, I mean, the Rams versus the Colts. I want to talk a little bit about this because I was sitting there watching. This was my money game. Carson Wentz looked pretty solid, man, in this game.
And so what happened? Did he sprain both ankles?
Aaron Donald. And the thing is, everybody knows my love for Aaron Donald. I mean, he's an enemy this week, Bucs fans. You know, we're gonna hop into it. But I mean, in the game, I mean, he knocked him out. I mean, I think he threw a touchdown or they led him to a field goal, but then he got knocked out of the game. They were supposed
both ankles.
No. Yeah, both ankles. Yeah,
rolled him up. I mean, and I was sitting there watching the game. Carson Wentz looked solid. He looked solid. He didn't look horrible. He did have some stupid mistakes doing a stupid pitch at the goal line.
Yeah, I saw that.
I mean, what are you doing? And then on top of that, the Colts had like 10 plays inside at the 1 yard line. You can't get 1 yard. I mean, I understand why, you know what I mean? But at the same time, Jesus, man, like you can't really get 1 yard. But
I mean, that's not all on Carson Wentz though, too. Carson Wentz really got them there. They probably should have been more creative play calling and probably some better running schemes with that one. But for the one,
Right. Yeah, man. They was inside, I mean, in the red zone quite frequently. They just couldn't punch it in. You can't kick field goals on a Sean McVay-led offense that now has Matthew Stafford at quarterback. That's the thing. Darrell Henderson ran the ball well. Eventually he got hurt. You know, he had 13 carries for 53 yards and a touchdown. Cooper Kupp, man. And Bucs fans, I'm gonna talk to you about it with our predictions. This guy's a problem, man. I mean, this guy with Matthew Stafford now as his quarterback instead of Jared Goff, they're gonna hate people. It's a big difference.
Yeah, it's a lot.
If you understand football and schematics and all of that stuff, if you really understand how the Rams are a real problem, you know what I mean? I'm just telling you. But I mean, ultimately, like I said, they got the win. They beat the Colts, on the road. I'm not gonna talk about this one too much, but the Bills blow out the Dolphins 35-0, bro. Like, how you guys feel about that?
Man, I'm mad I didn't bet it.
I'm mad I didn't bet it. Actually, I did bet one. I lied. I bet one game. I bet on the Bills.
Did you?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, but you told the show you had no bets.
Hey, look, man. Last night I wake up Sunday, man. I ain't have no bets Wednesday, man. I ain't had no bets. That's it. Yeah, I bet on them last minute. You know what I'm saying?
I think it was like 9.5, and I looked at it. That's a bit much on the road. 35.
Bills rolled right.
Why do I second guess myself? Just lay the 9.5 and be happy and watch the game.
I bet money line last 3 minutes of the game. I said, man, I'm just gonna throw like a little 50 on here just to see what's going on with that, and then boom.
Last 3 minutes before the game started.
3 minutes before the game. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah. So leading up to it.
Yeah. He bet the minus 35,000. Let me just throw some on there.
But hey, I mean, shoot, 35-0. God damn. And then ultimately in the game, I do want to talk about this. They knocked 2 out of the game, and the thing is, it's due to what I've been talking about. The guy holds the ball too long. This is not college. This is the NFL. You can't hold the ball. He looks at his first read, and if he's not there, he has a problem going to a second and third read.
So I got a question for y'all. So what if let's say Brissett plays good the next whatever 2 or 3
they're gonna
games
roll with
is at
Brissett.
the end of Tua because Brissett's a decent quarterback.
I'm gonna say this, man. I mean, I feel sorry for the guy. I think Tua with the Dolphins is done, man. I mean, because they was already trying to trade him. They can't trade him now because he's hurt. I mean, now you stuck with Jacoby Brissett. You know what I mean? Like, you should have really made the deal for Watson, man. There's nobody on your team better than Deshaun Watson. Even your best player is supposed to be your best player on the team, which is the corner. He doesn't add up to a Deshaun Watson, man. Mm-hmm. Xavier Howard, I think he got mossed by Stephon Diggs. Jesus. I mean, and now as a Dolphins fan, you have no quarterback with a really good – I mean, your defense is still good. I mean, you got 35-0 by the Bills. Bills are a good offensive team. Got it
35-0 at home. I mean, that's you get the high of the win at New England, and then you just give it right back.
They got dragged.
Yeah.
So my question is to you all. Mm-hmm. Now that happened, are we now? We gave them a lot of credit. And on paper, they deserved a lot of credit. But are the Dolphins' defense real? Because 35-0 is unacceptable. That's unacceptable.
I will say this.
The spot was hard. I mean, coming off a home loss to Pittsburgh, Buffalo was mad. And so that game coming off a loss, coming off that spot,
but that's
a hard spot to be.
Yeah. I completely understand, but 35-0?
I mean, it happens.
That's a lot.
It is a lot. I will say this, though. I mean, they had no quarterback. Even, with Tua in there. I mean, you're really not going to really do much or accomplish much. Like I said, the Bills out there got something to prove on the road. They got embarrassing loss against the Steelers. I mean, the Bills were really supposed to smash the Steelers, really. In actuality, the Steelers just fought harder than them. And they just
they won. Up. Yeah, they won in every – I think when I was watching, I was looking at stats. Bills damn near beat Steelers in almost every category. Yeah. It kind of doesn't make sense how Steelers won, but nonetheless.
Yeah, it's just their grit. But, for the Dolphins, man, I ain't going to spend too much up on it. You have no quarterback, brother. I don't know what to tell
Jacoby, it's Jacoby's turn. We'll see how he does. He gets
bad.
A shot.
Brother, he's a brother. He's a brother at quarterback. I'm all for a black man at quarterback. Give him a shot. Man, remember stop the Lamar hate, man. I want to hear that shit no more, man.
Remember when Brady got hurt? He came in and won a couple games for New England.
Yeah, he did.
That's where his reputation was born. Hey, so.
Yeah,
and he got the Bill Parcells stamp of approval when he came out of NC State. Bill Parcells was banging the table for him. The greatest quarterback in this draft is Jacoby Brissett. And then he ended up with Belichick because of that.
He did. So,
with New England, remember, New England's quarterback, Flores, came from – Miami's quarterback, head coach came from New England. Flores came from New England. So that's the connection there.
So, let's move on to actually the next game, New England and the Jets. It was an ugly game. Zach Wilson looked horrible.
Belichick against rookies.
Rookies. He continues his trend. Zach Wilson looked horrible. He was 19 of 33, 200 yards and 4 INTs. You can't do that.
Brutal.
4?
I was watching the game. Yeah. He looked really bad, man. You can't be running around just throwing the ball up for grabs. But Mac Jones, he's just calm, cool, collective. Get the ball out of his hands quick. They're saying, he's like Tom Brady. I understand.
Don't put that on.
That's what I'm saying. They keep sitting. I understand he's white like Tom. That don't mean this is like saying somebody's black because they look like this person.
And then can't run. Basically, lack of running
ability. They just it's the familiarity of what they be saying. But Mac Jones looks good, man. He looks solid. He doesn't try to do too much. And Bill's probably telling him, look, hey, don't do too much or you're getting pulled. And that's probably
with just the hoodie like on everything.
Right, with the hoodie on. Yeah.
Like Kermit.
He ain't gonna say too much. Look, don't back to him. Bill Belichick. But so that's the end of that, man. They got punished. One of my bets of the week, 49ers and Eagles. I ain't gonna spend too much long on it.
Finally, a defensive battle. We were talking about lack of defense.
It was defense here. It was defense, man. Eagles defensive line looked good. Big Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, and was it Josh Sweat? Those guys got after Jimmy G. Jimmy G looked shook early. He calmed down a little bit during that middle of the game. Found Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuel had a huge day, man. Thank you,
Yeah,
Deebo.
he did. He was cooking.
Thank you, Deebo, brother. I mean, I appreciate you so much because I was sitting there watching that game. I was like, y'all got to come on because, like, that was my big money game. Like I said, if you listen to the last show, it was the 49ers, and you parlay it with the Rams, money line, and let it fly. And that's what happened. So, but Deebo Samuel had a big day, 6 catches for 93 yards. Really should have had a touchdown. Jalen Hurts looked solid. He ran the ball a lot. You know, if Jalen Hurts, if you know anything about him, if his read's not there, he's not like Tua. He's gonna hold on to the ball. If Jalen Hurts' read ain't there, he takes off on these runs. And he almost had a 100-yard day. He had 10 rushes for 82 yards. And then I mean Jimmy
and a
G
touchdown.
and a touchdown. So I mean Jalen Hurts looks solid. They really couldn't capitalize on a lot of just stupid things that they did. I'm happy that they did it, you know, because I had big money on the game. But you know, San Francisco moves on, and now they're 2-0, and they're hot, you know, NFC West. Moving on to the next game, man. I mean, we already talked about it a little bit. I guess. Do you guys have anything else to say on this Raiders and Steelers matchup?
Nothing. Move on. On to the next game.
Hobbs showed up. Keep that up, Hobbs. The Lawson is gone. You know what I'm saying?
So what do we have? Saints and Panthers?
Yep, Saints and
Panthers.
I like it, Z. I like it. Saints and Panthers. Z, actually, how you feel about that game, man?
Surprising. Jameis struggled.
Right. I mean, for my guy, I forgot who that was, bro. I was gonna give him so much shit today. They was like, "Oh, what happened? Y'all ain't give Jameis a shot, and look what happened." Yeah, look, we gave Jameis a shot, and look what happened. This is what it is. If you're a Bucs fan,
it was. I think that was fake.
Yeah, my man, just tell you, don't think I forgot, bro.
He turned to Tampa Jameis last week.
Yeah, he did. Like I said,
right back into Tampa, Jameis.
That's the problem, man. I mean, like I said, Jameis does this. He looks great. He looks like the best quarterback in the league one week, and then the next week he goes up there and looks like the worst. You know, so that makes him somewhere in the middle. So I mean, he looked horrible. But the thing is, the Carolina defensive line is real. I mean, I forgot the first round pick from Auburn. That boy is a dog. He's a monster. And then you got Brian Burns on the edge. I forgot the guy with the dreads at the cornerback position. He's a really, really good. And their defensive backs in Jeremy Chin at safety. The Panthers got a really good defensive squad with an offensive-minded head coach, so they can be dangerous. And then Sam Darnold.
Yeah. Sam Darnold, give it up to him. New coach, new player.
I gotta give it to him, man. Like I said, I root for Sam Darnold. I mean, he got a bad deal in New York. Never really put an offensive line around the guy. You had Adam Gates. What you putting out, bro? What's that? Put that shit away.
I'm sorry.
Hey, I fuck with it though. Like I said, the Raiders is looking good right now. I cannot say enough about them, man. But I mean, as far as Carolina goes,
man, trying to get this show over with this Raider gear on.
Hey, I know you're feeling uncomfortable, brother. I know how it is. Like I said, so I don't know if we play any. I don't know. Well, my team. Well, hey Jay, me and you got a bet coming up, brother. I mean, because the Bucs play Washington, so and we're gonna be here. So I'm gonna be at the game. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be at that motherfucker. You know, I'm gonna be wearing my Tom Brady jersey. I don't know which one yet. You know, but you gotta wear the best. You know,
he went loaded up one year. He went to the store, so I need the Brady jersey. He was like, "All right, which one you want? All of them. Let's go."
You see, I got the black one, I got the red one.
I see every color.
I gotta switch it up. I gotta give them flavors, brother. But Carolina, I'm giving you due diligence, man. I mean, y'all look good. Y'all did beat the Saints. Y'all smashed them. Hold it down, man. Continue that. Broncos and Jags. Broncos.
My only NFL win. Yes, I went 5-0 college, 1-4 in the NFL, but this is my only win.
Hey,
fade Jacksonville. Fade
it's a good one.
That's it. Faded.
Right, and until he quits, right? I mean, like I said, Urban Meyer, he's just showing that he can't coach, man. He does not know NFL scheme, doesn't know NFL schematics. Yeah. He doesn't know. I mean, who was his offensive coordinator? I don't even know that. You know what I mean?
They hired Schottenheimer. I think Brian Schottenheimer. He hired very average NFL coordinators, and then
these guys would never even have NFL jobs if it weren't for him, man. I mean, it is what it is, and the thing he's ruining a young, talented group of guys down there, man.
That's nothing new.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about Jacksonville or just
just Jacksonville? Just nothing new.
They might be on fade every week. I mean,
they 17 L's in. Oh, yes, sir.
Oh yeah, are they? They in one of my bets of the week this week. They are my bets of the week. We're gonna get to the end of the show. Like I said, hey, and this is the time. Fade the Jags hard. These motherfuckers suck. But anyway, I mean, credit to the Broncos, man. So for my boy Justin, man. I know you keep talking about, I'm giving credit. So y'all boys look good right now. I mean, you started out, the game was a little close, but then Teddy kind of pulled away at the end. I think he hit the tight end. Was it Patrick for a touchdown, and then Noah Fant. Teddy looks good, man. Teddy looks good.
Teddy, again, another cover for Teddy.
Yeah. Teddy Bridgewater.
Always covered the spread, Bridgewater.
Yeah. And he's
whoa. He ain't covered the spread for me.
Oh, you had the spread in this game?
I had the spread in this game because I thought it was going to be washed. I actually, you know what? No. He didn't cover the spread for me because on average, Jaguars allows on the average 27 points. The spread for the team was 26. Teddy failed me on that. That motherfucker. Damn.
They covered.
They covered it. I think they covered the spread for the actual game.
They won by 10. I think the spread was 6.5.
I know, but I'm talking about the team.
That one. That's the only one I want.
Hey, money is money, man. I mean, like he does cover the fuck out of these games, but like I said, it depends on how you play it. I guess. It's
different props and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's different props.
I think the number now is like 37-4 in his career covering the spread.
I mean,
for folks who bet the spread wherever Teddy plays, Minnesota, Carolina, Denver, Teddy always cover the spread, Bridgewater.
Yeah, you gotta fuck
always cover the spread, Bridgewater. I like it.
You gotta fuck that up. I mean, the Broncos defense looks really good with Von Miller back, and Justin Simmons, who's an underrated safety in the league. Broncos look good.
I think Miller got hurt in the game, though.
Miller did get hurt.
He might be out on IR.
Man, that sucks. I mean, because Chubb's out too. I think so. I mean, we'll see. I mean, Broncos still got some ballers, but I mean, we'll see. Moving on to the next game, man. This was an exciting game. It was a little closer than I expected, and then I wanted it to be because it was one of my bets. I told you guys, Arizona Cardinals and the Vikings. Man, that was an up and down game. Kyler Murray was out there. It was all over the place. Like it was ups and downs. Rondell Moore had a big game. Oh, go ahead, Z.
Now, my bad luck, how bad my NFL weekend was, I had teased it down to -2.5, and they won by 1.
Damn. Oof.
That's when you know.
It happens.
But look, on the other end, this is how betting works. I won everything on Saturday, so I was on the highest of highs thinking, oh, my God, I'm about to have a 10-0 weekend because I was so confident in my NFL bet. Arizona doesn't cover. Seattle loses. Pittsburgh loses.
Oh, yeah.
And then Kansas City loses. I'm lose.
It's incredible, right? It's incredible. I mean, I couldn't believe it. But, yeah, in this game, I mean, Arizona.
Great game.
It was a great game. I had Arizona money line. Thank you.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm telling you, bro. Like I don't. Ever since I found money line, I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck around with that, man. You know what I mean? I get that consistent money. You know, I'm doing fine. You know, I'm living fine. Okay.
Yeah, I had to call my cousin. You know, Rome be over there faking. I was like, hey Murray, you got to put on a show for the Murrays. He was like, oh man, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's nothing. Scared me for a little bit. I'm like, hey, watch yourself, nigga. I have money on you too, guy. Not really, but still.
I feel you, bro. But I mean, hey, Arizona got to win 34-33. Big day by Kyler Murray, 29 to 36, 400 yards and 3 touchdowns.
And then that kicker from Minnesota, what was it? A 27-yard kick to win the game?
Missed it, botched it. I'm happy he did, though. I'm happy he did. That's why you take money line. Listen to me. Next game, man. I mean, I ain't gonna spend too much time on the Bucs fans. We're gonna really spend time on that Rams and Bucs matchup. We beat the Falcons. Okay. Yeah. Yep. We beat the Falcons. Matt Ryan came out swinging a little bit. We let him have it. At the end, the defense got it together. Mike Edwards, safety for the Bucs, 2 pick sixes, incredible. And then Tom Brady, man, bro. I just don't know what else to say about the dude for real. Like, I mean, what he threw 5 touchdowns? Like,
yeah, fantasy people were loving T Brady.
Bro, 24 of 36, 276 yards, 5 touchdowns. You know what I mean? You don't get no better than that. I mean, my man is the oldest player in the league playing quarterback. And Mike Evans had, 5 receptions, 75 yards, 2 touchdowns. Gronk had 2 touchdowns, and Chris Godwin had 1. I mean, if you're a Bucs fan, this offense, it is. I mean, they had a full offseason. This is what we expected, I expected the Bucs to be. Like I said, that's why I stopped watching NFL Network and ESPN. These motherfuckers don't know what they talk about, man. Like I said, last season, they were sitting there talking about the Bucs might not even make the playoffs, and they predict us to lose against the fucking Washington football team. After that, I was like, okay. Y'all don't really know what y'all talk about. Y'all just be on here because y'all got connections. You know what I mean? Y'all really don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. Y'all just be trying to create clicks and shit for real.
On a side note, what do you think about the Richard Sherman talk about possibly going to the Bucs?
We need him. We need him, man. We need him.
Here we go.
Well, here we go.
They go to super team is doing super team things
sit your ass down. Richard Sherman ain't what he used to be.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
What do you mean, bro? He's not the same. He's not
LeBron recruited Dwight Howard. He ain't what he was supposed to be. But guess what? Westbrook, old bum ass, recruiting him. He not what he's supposed to be.
No. You don't you want to do this now? I'm gonna let your ass on fire. Basketball is a totally different sport. Two people can win the fucking game for you in basketball.
Still
ain't that crazy?
Super team.
2 fucking people.
You're right. But still doesn't mean that a super team don't exist. Still in
there
football.
Ain't no super teams in football.
What was the last super team? Remember when Michael Vick was saying the Eagles was a super team? Where they had all the players they had in that 1 year, didn't do nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not a super team, though.
Bro, we don't have a super team, dog.
All I'm saying is, I'll go back and run back stats because it may have changed this year. But last year, in almost every position y'all had on the field, y'all had a top 10 to 15 player. In almost every position. Tampa Bay in almost every position. That's ridiculous.
It's not no super team, bro.
You have a top, top 10 player.
You're using the term super team because you hear it. And there's nobody that talks about a super team in the NFL. They use it for NBA because you can only beat you cannot beat a team in the NBA if you don't have 2 great players. All it takes is 2, dog. Like, that's it. That's all it takes. It takes LeBron and Anthony Davis. It takes James Harden and Kevin Durant. It takes Steph Curry and Kevin Durant. It takes Kawhi and Kyle Lowry and them guys. I mean, it takes Giannis and Chris Middleton. I guess, but it don't. I'm telling you, bro. It's a difference between NFL and NBA. That's
it is.
NBA is so washed. We know what's going to happen. We know what was going to happen last season.
I mean, you can say almost the same thing because that's what ESPN people are saying now. Oh, we know the teams are going to return. We already know one, Chief. They were calling them they were calling Chiefs a super team. Then they were talking about y'all was going. Absolutely.
ESPN don't know shit. Like I said, them motherfuckers don't know shit. That's believe me,
bro.
I'm gonna say this for anybody that's new to the show. Look at our guest lineup. I can easily get some of these, I'm not gonna say who. I can get some of them ESPN guys to come on here. Do I want them on here? No. I don't want to hear that shit, man. They don't motherfuckers don't know nothing. They just do that shit for TV.
Look, we gonna take this offline. We're gonna take this offline because we got a lot to talk about. We in the time frame. But I'm about to be a real. I'm about to be a real definition.
Y'all trying to extend my Raider outfit look as long as possible. Let's move on to the next topic.
Hey, I'm gonna just say this. If you watch ESPN FS1, you see some of them guys. They wouldn't. If I reached out to them, they would come on here. I don't want them on here, man. Them motherfuckers just be talking just to talk. They just be saying just for clicks and likes and the headline of the day. I know how the industry works. That's why we started the podcast. But I mean, as far as for the Bucs, man, like I said, we beat Atlanta 48-25. You know, we're gonna see what's happening in the next game against the Rams. Tough game. We're gonna talk about it.
I got the Rams covering.
Rams. But as a Bucs fan, we're gonna talk about it. I don't want to play them motherfuckers. I really don't want to play them motherfuckers. But I mean,
it's gonna be a great game. Game of the week. Game of the week.
So quickly, man. These last few games, Dallas 20-17 over.
That was a good game.
Chargers.
That was a really good game too.
That was a good game.
I had Dallas money line. Thank you, Dallas. Dallas, are you coming back? Are you coming back in the fold as one of my betting teams like you used to be?
Ron, stop that. Stop that.
Hey,
Stop that.
How about them Cowboys? Hey, from a betting perspective, how about them Cowboys? I'm telling you. Oh, now you ain't going mute. Okay, all right.
Did you see Jerry Jones saying that he wants Pollard to have more carries over Zeke?
Hey, at this point, I don't believe.
Hey, hold on. I was telling someone from the group chat. Mm-hmm. All right. Telling Parlay. Paul himself in the beginning, he was giving Zeke way more credit, and I said in the beginning, Zeke has been overrated. I wouldn't care. I don't care for Zeke. Mm-hmm. He stood behind Zeke. He's like, Zeke is this and Zeke is that. Now look what happened. Pollard now Jerry wants Pollard to start over him. Look, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I heard him.
4 more years of that contract.
Yeah, that's a big contract too. Big running back contract.
Man, we wasn't worried about Zeke, man. We're not worried about him and his crocked out beer and all that other bullshit, man. Go back to eating the cereal.
I just want them. I want them to win my money, which they did. So, hey, Cowboys fight on, man. I mean, how about them Cowboys?
Rome, don't. Hey, you see, y'all don't understand. You know, Rome got something wrong with his head, right? Rome would lose 10 times on something and be like, man, fuck him. Granted, he don't lose a lot, but those 10 times he spread over years. As soon as that one team win them, no matter those 10 losses, he'd be like, we back, baby. I'm like, Rome, stop it.
Stop it. No, I'm just saying their next game. I think they're in one of my bets of the week this week. I mean, Dallas is. I forgot where they play, but we're gonna talk about it. I mean, next game? Tennessee Titans shocked the hell out of everybody, beating the Seahawks in overtime on the road. I mean, Big Derrick Henry came to play, man. He ran the fuck out of the ball down their throats. I mean, he was just a monster, and they gave him the ball. 35 carries, 182 yards, and 3 touchdowns. That's how the Titans win, man. I don't care if you got Julio. It doesn't matter. The Titans' offensive line is built to run block, not pass block. I think Taylor Lewan was out in that game. Tyler Lockett balled out. He had 8 receptions, 178 yards. If you're a Seattle Seahawks fan, because I'm in some of y'all groups, man, Russell Wilson just continues to keep doing the same thing, man. You really can't trust them really when the money's on the line, man. That's why I don't really fear Seattle. They just do the same thing. They do the same thing. They get there and then they lose. They get there and then they lose. They lose in big games. Same thing happens. But and then these last 2 games, man. I mean, the Chiefs.
I can't believe they lost that game.
It was one of my bets. That was one of my losses. That was one of my losses.
That was one of my losses. I marked. I didn't really bet too, but
that was one of my losses. The thing is, it wasn't one of my big bets. Like I said, my big bet, everybody knows, was Coastal Carolina, 49ers, and Rams. But I did have the Chiefs for you guys. I can't help you with that. I don't. They were supposed to really beat the Ravens. Lamar. Oh, go ahead, Z.
No, just the coach having faith in him on 4th and 1 and saying, "Go for it, let's go."
I like that. You cannot get the ball back to Patrick Mahomes with a banged up defense with you were missing your second starting cornerback and I forgot the dude's name. He's out for the season. The cornerback's going, and then I think they were missing a few other pieces on defense.
They're missing a lot. They got a lot of injuries. I mean,
all
the running backs, they're down 3 running backs and a corner.
Oh yeah, the running backs, the corners. I mean, Devontae Freeman ran the ball decently. I mean, Lamar had a 100-yard day, 16 carries, 107 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Lamar, you ain't got nothing to prove to nothing, nobody, brother. I mean, continue to keep balling, man. You know what I mean? I don't know which representatives or what teams are watching the show. I mean, I know there's people out there. Believe it or not, there's scouts, there's players, there's coaches that watch the show. I'm happy for Lamar because people keep putting down on him. He can't fucking throw the ball and shit. That's who he is.
Chicago needs to watch the Baltimore offense.
They do
when Justin Fields is in and do some of those things.
Right.
I think Justin Fields is a better thrower of the ball, though. I don't really still think that Lamar.
Than Lamar?
Yeah, I still don't think Lamar. I think Lamar is a better athlete and a better quarterback right now. But as far as like if it was throwing, who I want throwing the ball deep, like in the pocket, I would choose Fields.
That I ain't picking no Justin Fields. You gonna find out. You gonna find out.
The blueprint is there. If they could take some of Baltimore, take some of Philadelphia, take some of Arizona's offense, that's it. Combine it, and that's what you got to do.
Justin Fields ain't the same.
They got a really good running back.
He's not. You're right. But all I'm saying is just that one aspect. All I'm saying is when Lamar played against us, we dared him to throw against us, and they lost.
I mean, but the thing is, people don't understand. Passive NFL fans don't understand. The Raiders got a really good defensive line with Solomon Thomas, and then he's a backup. I mean, he's a backup to Yannick Ngakoue and Max. And the thing is, if you really know football like people say they do, Max Crosby is one of the best defensive players in the league, regardless of position. He might be a top 15 defensive player. He might even be lower at this point. You know what I mean? Like I don't, like I said, and I'm not just saying that because they winning. I mean, I'm saying it because I know football and I see it out there. Z saw it. He was at the fucking game. You can't stop that big motherfucker. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, he reminds me so much of like a faster. I'm not saying he's like J.J. Watt. At one point, J.J. Watt was the best defensive player, or once upon a time, one of the best players.
Until Aaron Donald graced the field of football. But go ahead.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, he's a monster of a player. But I mean, for that game, I mean, the Ravens, they needed that one because they have not beaten Kansas City. They couldn't show signs of beating Kansas City at all. You feel me? But they got the win. John or Harbaugh asked, "Hey, do you want to go for first down?" He said, "Yeah, let's get this money," and they did. But 36-35 over the Chiefs at home. And then Green Bay, like I said, if you listen to last show, I said it was going to be a telling sign. If Green Bay beats, if Aaron Rodgers loses to the damn Lions, you might as well trade his ass. I guess he just wants to stay for a while. But, hey, they beat the Lions. I'm not really going to talk about it too much.
They heated their ass up.
They did.
That second half, of course. But
that second half, yeah. The Lions look pretty sharp out there. I'm
going to say Jared Goff is not as bad with people.
He's not. People don't.
People
just be saying stuff. Jared Goff is not a horrible quarterback. I mean, shoot, I think the Dolphins would love to have Jared Goff, to be honest.
Oh, I know. Jared Goff in that offense, I think I like.
Yeah, Jared Goff with the Colts. I mean, I like.
From
dang, was Z connection going crazy today, boy. I'm about to recommend some things for you.
Oh, what you saying, Z?
Yes.
I'm
fed up with Jared Goff based on. See, I teased them up to 17.5. They had the ball at the last second, and then he threw a pick.
Damn.
And it ended up at 18.
Damn.
So the plus 17.5 loss. So basically, they didn't score a point the whole fourth quarter. All I needed was one stupid point.
They couldn't get it.
They kept turning the ball over. And the worst part was,
oh my god,
they get the ball at the 20. I'm like, kick the field goal. They go for it on 4th and 1, and they lose 3 yards. I'm like, I don't know how someone could be a Lions fan. I mean, the ulcer they gave me.
I know a Lions fan though.
Week after week after week going through that. And then at the end, they had the ball with 30 seconds left there at the 10-yard line. 3 will do it for me. 7 will do it for me. What does he do? He throws an interception in the end zone.
That's tough, man. That's
and
tough.
I lose by half a point.
That's tough. You can't, Alex. It was just a bad.
Never again am I betting on the Lions. Teased them up 6 and
listen, you don't bet on the Lions, man. What's wrong with you? You don't.
17 plus 17
it don't matter. It don't matter. The Lions are going to lose.
And they lost by 18. They lost by 18. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. I mean, but Packers got the win. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, is he back? I don't really think so. But, I mean, hey, we'll see what happens.
Aaron Rodgers not back. He just had it. This is just him for a start.
Yeah.
He chilled the first half and he said, man, I'm going to kill him for the second half just to let him know I got it. Then he probably going to be chilling back there in ponytail up, cool.
Right. He like, who we playing? Oh, we playing the Lions. Yeah, okay, let me hit their ass up. I can't lose against the Lions. I can't lose against the Lions ever.
The thing I did discover, on Monday night games, the props that they offer, there are some beautiful props. If you just dig through them, there was one prop, Aaron Rodgers to throw a touchdown in both halves, and it was like plus 140. It's like the most
against
simple
the Lions?
stuff. That was against the Lions Monday night. Aaron Rodgers to throw a touchdown in both halves.
Yeah, we're gonna
touchdown
talk about
pass
this after the show.
Simple catch.
Yeah. But hey,
wow.
Dig through those props. If you bet at the casinos, they have those huge sheets with hundreds of different props. Just dig through them and you'll find value. And so, I mean, some of them look too good to be true. I was looking at that thing. I'm like, wait a minute. Let me read it a second time. Let me read it a third time.
That's a lot of money.
Don't question it. Just bet. Click.
Hey, it is what it is. But hey, that ends our recap. So, but let's talk about these predictions. So, week 3 is upon us. Like I said, a lot of good games to get to, man. And we're gonna start off with Thursday night. Thursday night, which is today for you guys. The Panthers on the road against the Texans, who's going to be starting with David Mills or some shit at quarterback with Tyrod Taylor hurt.
David Mills or some shit.
Right, that's what it is, because they definitely ain't paying Deshaun Watson in there. But hey, this is one of my bets of the week, man. This is one of my bets of the week. Yeah. Carolina defensive, it don't matter. The thing is, it didn't matter if Tyrod played. The Panthers defensive line is for real. I mean, them boys get after people. They have really solid linebackers with Shaq Thompson. Their cornerbacks are nice. Like I said, their safety was Jeremy Chin. He's a young rookie. He smacks people, come downhill, he makes plays. He's a baller. And then on the offensive side, Sam Darnold is balling. If you give Sam Darnold time, he can make things happen. And this is what they brought this head coach in here to do. They brought him in here to run this college type system to help Sam out. He's an offensive minded guy. Where did he come from? Baylor or something like that. Matt Rule. Yep. Yeah, Baylor.
And then they hired Brady, who was the offensive coordinator at LSU, when Joe Burrow was there to be their offensive coordinator. That is beautiful.
That's a match made in heaven for a guy like Sam Darnold.
Love.
Yeah, bro. No, go ahead. I'm gonna let you talk. Go ahead.
No, it wasn't great. It was just my team's getting shown love. We got the Raiders one. We got Z with the Raiders gear. We got they're picking up LSU coaches. I mean, I'm just loving it. It's crazy.
LSU did get the win. So shout out to a friend of the show, his son Brad Johnson. Anybody that didn't know, he was on the show. His son's the starting quarterback at LSU, Jay's squad. So shout out to him, man. And they got the big win. But I mean, in this game, Carolina gonna let them have it. Thursday night, it's gonna be in Houston, but it don't matter. Carolina
don't matter.
It just don't matter. I mean, they got DJ Moore or whatever receiver, Robbie Anderson. Their receivers is nice. I like Carolina in this one, fellas. How you feeling about it?
I'm on the same trajectory. Maybe, I mean, I was looking at the tease possibility, teasing it down to -1 now, but the number's moving up.
Oh, you can tease it down to -1.
Yeah,
with Carolina.
Yeah,
I might hop on that. Yeah, I might hop on that because if he can tease it.
I teased it down to -2. That's what I did. So I took it this morning.
One on the road.
yeah. So I took it this morning. I took Carolina 6-point tease down to -2.
Nice.
Yesterday it would have been 1. It went up today.
Yeah. So I mean, you got Carolina.
Yeah, I took that, and then I took Arizona over Jacksonville. I'm on the fade Jacksonville.
Oh yeah, we gotta fade the fuck out of Jacksonville.
Yeah.
That's the best of the week too.
Yeah.
And then here's the sneaky one. I am taking the Giants. I teased it to +3 over Atlanta. Atlanta, based on the Bucs game, Atlanta is horrible. Based on the first week, Atlanta is horrible. So I was kind of impressed with the Giants versus Washington last week. And so Giants +3 is something I'm on. And then the Browns over Chicago. I teased the Browns to -1, down to -1, so just to win over Chicago. And that's my NFL. What I got NFL wise this week.
Got you. So you knocked your bets out of the week early. I feel you.
Yeah, no, because the number's gonna go up.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
And then I'm still going over the college stuff. So I like Marshall is +7 versus App State. App State's big win is over, or their loss is over Miami. They're getting credit for losing a close game to Miami. Miami's horrible. Like I told you last week, take Michigan State. And so I'm on Marshall over App State +7. I'll take the points with Marshall. I'm a Michigan State fan now. And so I'm rolling with
Michigan State fan now.
Yeah. I'm rolling with Michigan State again over Nebraska. Michigan State is at home. They're laying 3 this week against Nebraska, but they're home. Let's go Michigan State. And then I am watching the number of the Toledo game. Toledo lost last week. They played Notre Dame 2 weeks ago really tough. Lost a close game to Notre Dame. They play Ball State this week, who's absolutely terrible. And so if the number's not too crazy high on laying the points, I will jump on that. So, but right now, my 2 favorite plays from college is Michigan State. I'm gonna roll with them again, and I like Marshall plus the points over App State.
Okay, so hey, for everybody, Z knocked his bets out of the week, so put them in right now.
And then speaking of LSU, you might want to fade LSU. LSU plays Mississippi State this week. Mississippi State is a nice, talented team.
Solid.
And it's super. So you can get +3, +4 on Mississippi State. That is another one on my radar. I might jump on Mississippi State because LSU struggled against UCLA. They won a couple games, but they beat some crappy teams to look good. The real LSU is the team that played against UCLA. So we'll see.
Yeah.
So I'm watching that one closely.
Yeah. So. Oh, back to that game. So,
go ahead,
Jay. Who did you have in that game? The Panthers and Texans.
I mean, if it's money line Panthers, I'm seeing the spread go higher. You don't got to do it from a betting perspective. You can just do it from just who wins perspective. Unless it's one of your bets of the week, it's up to you. It's kind of an easy bet. Carolina money line, simply it. Yeah, we don't have to talk about that too much.
All right, next game, Cardinals on the road against Jacksonville.
Come on, man. Hey,
I gotta do it for everybody. People
come on, man.
The game, bro.
I
got the Cardinals, but easily. But hey, it is what it is. We ain't gonna talk too much about it. Cardinals gonna beat the fuck out. Cardinals on the road. They should smash the hell out of this team. You know what I mean? Like I said, Jacksonville. They don't really got much for anybody, especially with this coaching staff. And I'm not even a big spread guy, but the Cardinals are -7 on a Jacksonville team that can't score. There's a rookie quarterback, and you got Chandler Jones and J.J. Watt getting after him. So I like the Cardinals. Z, who you like?
Yeah, that's one of my bets already. Cardinals.
Sheesh.
It might be a trend you might see this year is fade Urban Meyer as I go for the season.
It is. So hey, we all on the Cardinals. So next game, Colts on the road against Tennessee. Divisional matchup. Tennessee came out on top last week in a surprising victory over Seattle. Now they're at home. Like I said, division opponent. Looks like Carson Wentz is gonna be out from what I understand. They're gonna be starting the backup court. I don't even know who the Colts backup court. I think it might be Jacob Eason.
It's Jacob Eason.
If it's Jacob Eason, oh man, I'm taking the Titans all day. Sam Ellender. I like Sam Ellender. I like him at University of Texas. He can create some problems because he can run around. Jason Eason can't read defenses. It's the reason why he's gonna be a backup. He don't know what he's doing out there. He got a big ass arm. He got an NFL arm. You don't have the NFL mind. But yeah, I mean, how you guys feeling about that game?
I mean, that's easy.
Two. Yeah.
A backup versus the starter in general. Nah, I'm not worried about that.
Yeah,
and it's not even like a legit backup challenging for a spot. It's just a legit backup. So
exactly.
Nah,
so we all on the Titans in that one, man. 1 o'clock game. Check it out. And then Ravens on the road versus the Lions. Bet of the week, bro. Bet of the week. I'm telling you. Make it happen. Ravens on the road, coming off the big, what is it, Monday night or Sunday night win. I love this in Detroit. They're only -8 if you're a point spread person. It's only 420 on the money lines. I mean, you could really parlay that. I got a bet for you. I'm gonna let you hold it at the end, but
6-point tees down to -2. Get it under the, the 3 is the key
under
number.
The field
get
goal.
it under the 3.
Yeah, get it under the 3, man. I mean, Jay, how you feeling about it? So Z, you got the Ravens.
Yeah, I mean Ravens. You know what I'm saying? Baltimore, Baltimore.
Now I will give you this: the Lions are a team. If they get down big, they won't give up, and so that's why spreads get, and especially at home. At home, they're gonna fight to the end. That coach is gonna be
careful.
I'm about to say I see a trend going too because when the bet line first came out, they had Baltimore -9.5. Now it's -8. So now it sounds like Detroit may give them some rough.
Public is thinking about that and listening to Dan Campbell. We won't give up. We'll fight. We'll ankle bite.
Be careful.
He did say that. Hey, like I said, that might fuck for some of y'all spreads, but like I said, if you listen to me, when you take the money line, you'll be in good shape. You know what I mean? Be in good shape, baby. You don't care about shit. But hey, it is what it is.
So that is a possible tease. It's not my favorite. The other ones I like better. Yeah. The Carolina, Arizona, and the Giants. But this is a possible tease.
It is.
-2 is not bad.
Take a hard look at that one. I mean, we're all on the Ravens in that one. Next game, man, a Washington football team on the road in Buffalo. This is a big game. Even though it's early in the season, Washington, I mean, Jay, this is your squad, man, or your second squad. This is a big game for you guys, man. I mean, because Buffalo has this big explosive offense. They can't run the ball. But the thing is, they can pass, and you guys have shown that you cannot even stop Daniel Jones to this point. And now you're facing a MVP possible candidate, Josh Allen. So I'm gonna let you hold it. Like, how are you feeling about this one going into it,
man? I'm actually very much so worried about it. I think that Buffalo knows that they can't really fall too far, in my opinion. I mean, granted, they're beating their division. It's going to be smoke, but like you want to keep that momentum going. And like we said, Washington defense has not been there. We will need the defense. It will not be a shootout between Josh Allen. All right, like it's not. That's just not a good look. So since week 3, I'm hoping this is where the defense starts to latch on because that's going to be the way we beat them. If they don't show up, money line Buffalo Bills.
I hear you, man. Nice analysis. So Z, how you feeling about this, bro?
So my initial thought on this game was Buffalo tease them down, but Washington is tricky. Because if the defense plays, they can play this game tough. Yeah, and so that's why I like. There are other options. The greatest thing about betting, they got to put every game on the board, but we don't have to bet every game. So if you look at it that way, you'll make money long term. If you try to bet every game, you'll not make money long term.
You'll never.
And so just think of it like that. But again, if I was to do this, I would tease them down. I would tease Buffalo down at home to beat Washington because Heineke. Yes, he won games at home, but this is his first true road test with a road crowd. And so
Buffalo defense.
Yeah, he's still a young quarterback in that crazy Buffalo environment where they're doing, they're diving into tables and breaking tables and
that's good people, man.
Tables, ladders, and chairs for our wrestling fans.
That's good people.
That's the other factor to take into account because this is Heineke's first true road game, and so we'll see what he's made of on the road.
We'll see. I mean, like you see, he hung in there. He brought him the victory last week. It was the Giants. It was a division opponent. I will say that.
It was at home.
It was at home. But, I mean, in this game.
The Tampa game was at home, too.
I agree. I mean, in this game, the Bills being at home means a lot to me. I mean, for a young quarterback who's Taylor Heineke, the crowd
coming
noise,
off a home loss.
the Bills. I mean, I've never been to the Bills stadium, but I can imagine it being an incredibly loud place.
It's wild. Yeah.
You really not gonna be able to change plays and move signals around. And Buffalo's defense is really good, man. I mean, the linebackers are really good with Edmonds. Their defensive backs are really good. Michael Hyde and the corners.
Can you see Buffalo losing their first 2 home games?
I can't. I just can't see.
I
Buffalo.
can't do that. Yeah, but Buffalo's definitely winning for sure.
I got Buffalo in the win in this one, man. It might be. I'm not gonna go heavy. I mean,
the tease is nice. Tease them down under the 3 and take that.
Yeah, I mean, next game, man. I mean, Saints on the road in New England. I'm not even gonna hold you. The Patriots, they're gonna show Jameis up. You know what I mean? I mean, he's gonna outsmart Jameis.
Did you see Belichick's press conference? I mean, profuse praise for Jameis.
Lord. He always does this,
arms ever. When he overdoes the praise, that means he got something for him.
I know he got
one of the smartest quarterbacks with one of the strongest arms I've ever seen. Ability to master completely different offenses from Tampa to New Orleans. He's just unbelievable.
He got this man Jameis thinking like he's Joe Montana. I am that good, ain't I, Bill?
Oh my God!
He's like, yeah, you are, boy. And then Bill goes to back. Fuck this motherfucker.
So put the hoodie on.
When he said the ability to master 2 completely different offenses in such an efficient manner, I kept thinking, what? And he's like, one of the strongest arms I've ever seen in this league. I'm like, okay, here we go. New England got something for him.
I mean, Jameis can launch the ball. Now, mastering the offense. Now, that's what he can.
Oh, my God. Hey, I love it, man, because like I said, I as a Bucs fan, I don't like the Saints, you know what I mean? But I wish Jameis well, man. I mean, but at the same time, Jameis, brother, you just continue to set yourself up, man. I don't want to keep laughing at you all the time. But Bill's going to outsmart you, man. He'll find a way to throw 3 or 4 picks, and then he's going to press conference say, oh, Jameis Winston was a hard guy to stop. Those 3 interceptions were lucky. You know, Bill, but he threw them right to your defensive backs. I know, but I don't know.
Did you see the velocity of those throws? Unbelievable.
Right, he's just gonna make some shit up. Bill be doing that shit. Bill give a fuck about no media. He just want to win.
Yeah,
but yeah, man. I mean, we all on the Patriots in that game. This is an interesting game, bro. The Chargers on the road in Kansas City.
They're covering the spread. They're covering the spread.
Both coming off a loss.
Oh my gosh.
Both coming off a loss. And remember the last year's game at Kansas City. Chargers had the lead, and then the
gave them all they can handle with a hurt Charger squad too.
Mm-hmm.
And KC won at the end, like
division opponent, right? They in division with them, right?
And it was a Thursday night. It was crazy, and Chargers had the game won the whole game, and then no.
If you're a Kansas City fan, you got to show up for this one, man. I mean, you got to come to play. You can't show your weaknesses to your division opponent because the Raiders is on your ass. They show that they can beat the fuck out of you whenever they want to. They split it with you. And then now you can't let the little dog, the Chargers step up and be like, hey, like we here too. Like then what, bro? You can't get out of your own division. Because the Raiders gonna fuck you up this season, okay? The Raiders are gonna give you guys problems. They gave you problems last season with no edge rush other than Max Crosby and a healthy scratch and was it Colin Farrell? I don't know what's going on with him, bro.
Yeah, I haven't heard too much either. I just know he's out.
Number 4 bust. Number 4 pick of the draft. Yeah. Mike Mayo.
Hey.
Mike Mayo.
We made up.
Natural
we made
name
up.
benders and shit. Yeah.
We made up.
I mean, he was.
Remember that?
That dude was.
He's a natural neck bender.
The number 24, 25th best player, and they took him with the 4th pick in the draft.
I was mad as hell. I was so mad. I was like, what the fuck is we doing?
I'm flipping through the notes. I'm like, wait a minute. He was ranked like 26th. Why are they taking him with the 4th pick?
Hey, in all fairness, may I got him right later. with Max Crosby. This seems like this is the trend. I'm not even looking at first rounds anymore going forward, man, because he blowing me. All right, he making me angry, man. This is obvious picks, and you just go
he's in
left.
love with big schools, the Alabamas, the Clemsons. That's the only thing you can say about Farrell. But what people didn't realize is that Clemson team, they had 6 D linemen go to the NFL from that team.
Yeah.
So he was a product of the other guys that played
greatness
around.
all around him. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So some of these guys get exposed. You know what I mean? You're not as good as you said. Alabama quarterbacks.
Yeah,
you got the best offensive line by far. You sit down, take a shit, eat your lunch, and then throw it to your receiver. That's what you can do.
Najee's learning that this year. I mean, those giant holes he ran through last year. There.
Right.
I mean, he's like, what the heck? As soon as he get the ball, 3 guys around.
And they're like, look, this the NFL, nigga. Sit your ass down. But I mean, in this game, man, how you guys feeling about this Chargers Chiefs? Man, this is tough. Man.
This is a huge game. Chargers coming off a loss. Both coming off tough losses.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a fun game to watch.
I mean,
if
you had to, who's your picks? I got Kansas City, and I will say
I got Kansas City.
I got Kansas City at home. I got Kansas City at
what's
on
the
road.
Kansas City does not cover the spread. If it's a big number, take the point.
Oh no, they're terrible. No. That's the first thing I said. That's the first thing I said. Chargers going to cover.
It's 6.5.
Chargers going to
Chiefs
cover.
Minus, so it's got to be a touchdown.
Take that plus 6.5.
Yeah.
The number. KC, I think, has gone. I mean, a lot. It's like between 10 and 15 games without covering.
Yeah, they just get the win. Perfect money line team. They don't give a fuck about these points.
Giving us these big lines because they know everybody loves Patrick Mahomes, so the public will just bet blindly on KC and lose every week on the spread.
People, to your average person, like I'm saying, I mean, people gotta understand there's a difference between you can bet that shit in college. Okay. You can't bet NFL. Everybody's good. Jacksonville can cover spreads.
If it's more than 9, it's very difficult to lay 9 in the NFL. Anything more than 9. Teams are too close. It's very difficult to lay more than 9.
So we all on the Chiefs in this one to win?
No, Chiefs to win, but I would take the points with.
I'm taking the points with Chargers. Yeah,
especially wait till the end. It might go up to over plus 9. If it's a plus 6.5 now, wait till kickoff because all that Chiefs money gonna come in from the public. Yeah, you might get plus 9, tease that up to plus 17. And you're not dealing with the Lions, you're dealing with the Chargers, so that plus 17 will come through for it. Versus
Chargers got the offense. Keenan Allen, an absolute beast. All right. But moving on to the next game, the Falcons on the road, playing in New York, the Giants. Who you guys got in this one? I ain't gonna hold it.
Yeah, I'm saying Giants are one of my bets. I'm on the Giants.
Giants.
Giants. I'm on the Giants winning for sure. And this is spread looking like. So
it's only 3 points. Giants -3.
Yeah.
Oh well, I got Giants actually.
Yeah, I teased it to +3, and I was like, let's go.
Yeah, you can't beat that Giants at home with the +3 against the Falcons team. So we all on the Giants in that one.
Wait, the Giants are +3 or Falcons +3?
Falcons +3. I teased it 6 points.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm about to say my pick would be the Atlanta.
Oh, you got Atlanta.
Not to win Giants, but like to tease. If I'm putting the spread, I'm going to Atlanta.
Oh, I got you. Okay. Yeah. All right. So shoot. Next game, Bears on the road in Cleveland. Bet of the week alert. Take the goddamn Browns. I ain't worrying about no Justin Fields. Man, you gonna find out. I'm telling you, you're gonna find out people who say they're happy. You got to start. I mean, that's cool. That's cool and all. It's all trendy. But when my man, you saw what happened in the preseason when he got his helmet and his headband knocked off because he held on to the ball. You're facing Myles Garrett now. That's Myles Garrett breaking your back now.
Yeah, Myles Garrett, goddamn.
All right, if Myles Garrett hits you, and if Myles Garrett gets a hit like that on you, you'll never be the same again.
Yeah, he literally is a super soldier, bro. Like,
I've seen Myles Garrett. I've seen Myles Garrett one time up close and bro. If you want to talk about an Under Armour built guy, like bro, he looks like an Under Armour. If you go to your local Models or Dick's Sporting Goods, he looks like a mannequin. He looks more. It looks incredible. Like dog. Like what do you do? Like he just looks like a body. He looks better than bodybuilders. That's how incredibly this guy looks. And he's ultra athletic. He's probably he might, bro. He really might be the fastest guy in the NBA. You know what I mean? Like this was said. These football players are incredible athletes. But I mean, in this game, I got the Browns. Like I said, this is one of my bets of the week. I mean, I'm not really worried about with the receiver being out, Jarvis Landry. I know that. Hopefully Odell plays, but if he doesn't, it really doesn't matter.
They're gonna run the ball. Yeah,
they're gonna run the ball. They're gonna run the ball. I mean, the thing is with the Bears, you got the defensive line that can do that with bigger team hits. A lot of people don't really know about how good he is. He's a massive monster of a defensive tackle. But the Browns, luckily, they have probably the best line. You got Wyatt Teller.
Justin Fields back in Ohio.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to be home with an L, though. I mean, the Browns defense get a hold of him. How you guys feeling about it? I don't want to talk too much on it.
Yeah, I was on the tease. I'll tease the Browns down and take the Browns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much. Actually, you know what? I mean, Browns win a money line, but I'll take Chicago spread plus the points.
Okay.
Plus 8.
All right. So like I said, I'm gonna let you guys know how to hold it in my bets of the week, but just know the Browns are one of my bets of the week. Next game, Big Z, man, bro. How are you guys only -3 against the fucking Bengals, guy?
Because of the injury report. So basically, injury report that came out today is horrible for the Steelers. Tuitt's out, Alualu out for the year. Devin Bush is out. Joe Hayden's out. T.J. Watt is questionable. Alec Highsmith is questionable. And Ben's on the report. Ben's questionable too. So they're preparing Mason Rudolph as a possible starter for this game. So they'll be down 7 players on defense, and Ben might be out as well.
Z, I gotta ask you because I don't even know where to lean in this one. I've never seen a Steelers versus Bengals matchup where it's only -3.
Yeah, and Steelers.
Never seen
just the history.
In the history of football,
Steelers have won 11 of the last 12 against Cincinnati, and they've won 14 in a row at home against Cincinnati.
I mean, this is a game, and you're at home. Are they at home?
Yeah, they're at home.
Pittsburgh's at home again.
But again, I learned from the Raider game, the Steeler defense, the backups are very young. And so that's a problem. When they have so first team is probably best defense in the league. But if you take out the first team and put the backups, there are a lot of young guys, first-year guys, second-year guys who make a lot of mental mistakes. And so
in the secondary, right?
Yeah, the secondary.
And you can't have that. You cannot have that there.
Blown coverages. And then the Steeler defense is complicated. They play a matchup zone that's not easy to pick up right away. That's why they like to have veteran corners who may not be the greatest corner, but knows what they're doing. And so they won't blow zone coverage and give up a long touch.
This is gonna be. I'm not touching this game from a betting perspective, but just notice if they're doing that, what Big Z just said, the Bengals got speed at receiver. That's the thing. The Bengals got decent receivers. They got speed.
Yeah,
the Steelers we saw in the Raiders game. I mean, Ruggs took off on the ass
but at the Raider game, as soon as T.J. Watt left the game. So they were down Watt and Highsmith. What the Raiders ended up doing was double teaming Melvin Ingram, and they had rookie Jones from rookie free agent Jones from Notre Dame come in, and then they had garbage Spillane missing tackles left and right. Bush went out.
It seems like you talking about my man Spillane every time.
My God.
Is he that bad, bro? I don't really watch this. But is he that bad? You talk trash about him.
I was so mad. I'm sitting there. I got in the stadium early. It was empty. I'm nice and saucy. I'm ready to go. And then they put the injury list on the big screen in the stadium. They're like, out. Devin Bush pulled groin in warm-ups. I'm like, oh, damn. And then like, starting. Spillane will be starting in his replacement. I was like,
oh. There you go, the Spillane again. I hear you, bro.
I'm like, are you kidding me? I came all the way here, and they're going to start Spillane.
I gotta turn the Madden on and see his overall Madden rating.
Oh Lord, not the Madden ratings.
I gotta see it, bro.
Well,
I got to.
The thing with Spillane, so against the run, he's overly aggressive, and so he's either going to make a big collision, or he's going to miss a tackle and give up a 10-yard run. And there's nothing in between. I mean, he is just, it's like he's blindly running to stop the run. Derek Carr does the little play action. Bam! I'm like,
Derek Carr good at that play action. I can't.
No, he is good. That's his forte.
He'll pull the fuck out of that, but he'll play action the fuck out of you. Rugs for 6.
And you see the difference.
And then he's looking at the scoreboard.
Yeah, Bush is a good enough athlete where he can be aggressive, but then he has the speed to get back and cover.
Yeah, recover, yeah.
Spillane doesn't. So he comes down and he's aggressive like Bush, but if he's wrong, it's a touchdown. I was just like, man.
Oh, man.
The funniest thing, I'm in a crowd arguing with this dude. He's like, he's really not that bad. The very next play, he gives up the touchdown.
Was it his family?
I looked at the guy, I was like, and it was a Raider fan. So he was like, hey, why you complaining? Spillane ain't that bad. The next play, he gave him a touchdown. That dude was just laughing. He was like, guess you were right. You know your team real well. I'm like, man, I cannot believe this bump. Man.
I hear you, bro. So in this game, man, I'm going to pick it real quick. Shoot, man, I got to take the steal. I can't.
Over.
I mean,
take the over.
No, I'm saying for the you got to pick who's going to win. Steelers for the win. Jay, who you got? Steelers or Bengals?
I'm still going Steelers.
Yeah, obviously Z got the Steelers. You can't if you picked against your own team.
No, I'm gonna abstain. I'm not betting this game. I'm just like,
yeah, I ain't betting it either. So
I mean, it's too much.
Yeah,
if we got to deal with Mason Rudolph starting, you got to wait. You got to wait till the pregame show right before kickoff to touch this game. Because if they come out and say Mason Rudolph starting a quarterback, or worse, Haskins is playing.
He said, "Oh, where's Haskins is playing?"
Oh my gosh, I'm just yeah. So as of now, midweek, it's stay away, but I'll wait till kickoff. If the lineups look okay, we'll see. But the Steelers offensive line is horrible.
Don't touch that game. It's
bottom
line.
I'm gonna stay away from it.
Stay away. Like I said, they got to put up every game. You ain't got to bet every game. Yeah. So stay away.
That's
moving on to the next game, man. I mean, Jay, your Raiders at home. Versus the Dolphins, bro, with no Tua, Jacoby Brissett.
Revenge. Remember the Dolphin game last year?
I like this game
with Fitzpatrick.
It ain't one of my bets, my big, huge money bets of the week. I like this game. I mean, the Raiders' defense is legit. I'm not really worrying about no damn Jacoby Brissett.
Raiders gonna be out for blood on how they lost last year,
and they're at home. I mean, the thing is, I really wish Tua would play. Because I know he's hurt. I mean, I wish my man well because I'm more scared of Jacoby Brissett than Tua.
Yeah.
Because Tua hold on to that motherfucker. Max come around that edge. You know,
Crosby would destroy him.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
My gosh.
I can just see Max Crosby putting his helmet in the back of Tua. I mean, I don't want to say it. I mean, my man's hurt. You know,
Dolphins' offensive line has been struggling.
Yeah, I mean the Dolphins.
I know.
But hey, Jay, tell us about this game, bro. I mean, what's gonna happen?
Will you be 3-0?
I mean, it's barbecue chicken. It's barbecue chicken. We 3-0, baby. You know what I'm saying? 3-0. That's it.
Y'all about to get this money, man. Because like I said, this ain't one of my bets of the week. This is one of my bets of the week. But hey, Raiders, hold it down, man. I mean, John Gruden putting together a squad out there. Kansas City, man. Y'all boys better watch out, man. The Raiders, the Chargers. And who's the other team with the Broncos?
Yeah, we still got the Raiders, the Chargers, the Broncos, Kansas City chasing us. Yeah, we on the ass.
That division is very underrated. I mean, y'all gotta watch out. But I think we all on the Raiders in this game, man. So good luck to them.
Welcome.
Hey, I just want the money, bro. But, New York on the road, man, in Denver. I ain't even gonna hold you. Zach Wilson looks horrible. Give me the Broncos, man. Give me the Broncos.
But I say, yeah. I mean, I reading what Z said. 37-14. Teddy is against versus the spread, but they say this game is his biggest spread ever.
Oh,
so with that, 11. It's that 11. Being said,
tease it down. You got to
tease it down. Yeah, tease it down. But we still going Denver for the window, baby. Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Teddy always cover Bridgewater.
Simple as that. Hey, if you like it, I love it. We all on the Broncos in that one. Mm-hmm. Now, next game, All right, Bucs fans. All right, so here it is. Game of the week.
Game of the week.
Bucs on the road. Bro, I wish I could go so fucking bad, man. Bucs on the road in LA facing the Aaron Donald-led Rams. Bro, I really don't want them to play this game. Obviously we got to. I mean, as a Bucs fan, I'm not worried about it in the playoffs. Because the thing is, people don't understand. Even if we lose this game, the Bucs they're not really gonna make playoff adjustments. That's people got to understand. If the Bucs lose a regular season game, okay, cool. They're not. There's a difference when you're in the playoffs. You make real playoff adjustments. You know what I mean? You go in halftime like, all right, this is not working. This is what we're gonna do. You're not gonna run your real shit, against a good team like this because you don't know when you're gonna see them again. So I want you guys to understand that even if we get the doors blown off, which I don't think is gonna happen, it's a bad matchup. It's a bad matchup if you're a Bucs fan. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real.
Is it?
It's a horrible matchup. Like I said, who's a bad matchup for us? It's the 49ers. It's the Rams. How do you beat Tom Brady?
you left Washington out there because they haven't been playing too good.
I'm telling you, you got to get after Tom Brady on a defensive line, man, with no pressure. And the thing is, the Rams can do it even if Aaron Donald doesn't get there. His presence of being there, dog, like that scares the shit out of offensive linemen. Like he was giving Quentin Nelson, the best offensive lineman in the league, all he could handle, man. They had to get Quentin Nelson help. He was sitting there dogging him. And the thing is, if you double team Aaron Donald, I mean, Leonard Floyd, you're going to allow Leonard Floyd to rush off the edge one-on-one against a tackle. Donovan Smith is very suspect, even though he's been playing better. But, I mean, against a defensive line, and then what if they decide what happens if they call hype, you double team Aaron Donald, and then they run a corner blitz. They're blitzing Jalen Ramsey sometimes now. You know what I mean? The good thing about Tom Brady is too smart for that. He see Jalen Ramsey or somebody coming on the blitz, he's going to throw the ball away. He's not He's not Justin Fields. He's not these guys that hold on to the ball. That's why I love Tom. Because if Tom held on to that ball, he'd be a blown-up dude. You know what I mean? But in this game, man, this is a big, huge game. I know a lot of Rams fans, they're excited about it.
Wow. So Bucs are favored -1.5 right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it went down to 1 too.
Yeah.
It's 1.5 and 1. I'm going Rams. I'm going Rams.
This is a talk. Like it's a bad matchup for if you're a Bucs fan. You know why our defense and you don't want to. Our defensive backs. Rams. Our defensive backs are trash. You got Matthew Stafford at quarterback with a Sean McVay-led offense, and you got Cooper Kupp, you can tell he's built a connection with Matthew Stafford and Robert Woods. Now I will say this: like it's not going to be a blowout. I still got my Bucs to win. You know what I mean? I don't play around, but we can still. I mean, we're going to win. It's a 50-50 game. I'm just saying we're going to. This is one of our real competition opponents. So the way we win, we can win this game. We got to run the ball a little better, man. I mean, even though Aaron Donald is a monster on the defensive line, I just hate playing his big ass, man. You really can't do much. But you run the ball, you got to run the ball at him, and then they get aggressive. Tom Brady is great at pulling the ball. And so Chris Godwin or Mike Evans or Gronkowski should be open. Count on those guys. We really need them to step up. The offensive line is going to have a really good game because this Rams defense is really good with Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey and the host of players that they have. So we really got to hold it down there. So you guys both had the Rams right in this one.
Yeah, I got the Rams.
So, like I said, I mean, Bucs fans, I'm gonna hold it down. Like it's a bad matchup for us, but like I said, it's a legitimate opponent for us, and we're on the road. So, don't be surprised. I'm not surprised if we win or lose. Like I said, we're gonna win this fucking game. You know what I mean? But like I said, it wouldn't surprise me if we.
And then Vegas is telling you with the spread at -1 they're not sure either.
So, yeah, they're not sure either.
It's a toss.
That's why I'm basically following Vegas at this point.
It's a toss up. But then, I mean, if like I said, if I was not a fan of the Buccaneers, you got to look at who's the best player on the field. I mean, it's Aaron Donald. You know what I mean? Who's the second best player on the field? It's Tom Brady. You got to look at stuff like that. Who's the most important person on the field? It is the quarterback. But, I mean, Matthew Stafford compared to Tom Brady is not that far off. You know,
and the Sean McVay offense, yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, you got to look at things that way, too. But like I said, Bucs, let's go Devin White. Let's go Levante David. You know, let's step up, man. I mean, they're going to throw the ball over your head. They're not going to run the ball. They're not running Jake Funk.
Funk.
That's his running back. White running back from Maryland, man. But you Darrell Henderson, I think he might be hurt.
Funk. Yeah. Wow. Sorry.
Hey, but I got the Bucs, so 2-1 on that. And then Seattle on the road with Minnesota. Seattle's only -1.5.
Yeah, I'm going, man. I'm going. Come on, man.
Minnesota's a different team at home. So Minnesota struggles on the road. They can't win on the road. But they have
Vikings can run the ball too, though.
Yeah, they're a different team at home.
Can run the ball, yeah.
I usually fade them on the road and don't touch them at home with Minnesota.
Yeah. Who you got in this game, man? I mean, this is tough for me.
It's tough?
Bro, the Seattle lost at home to Tennessee. I mean, Tennessee, like I said, Tennessee is one of my teams. But
Tennessee got a whole lot of new pieces. I'm be honest, they got a whole lot of new pieces.
Unlike week 1, week 2, they gave it to Derrick Henry, and
and that's what they did. And I think that's what they
remember
did. A lot of new pieces, and I think they know who they are. And the Vikings, we just know they not what they even think.
Just because you got Julio Jones, don't mean you got to pass it 100 times.
Exactly.
That's who you are.
Look, Vikings scrubs. Y'all lost me money on my hard week. Fucking, we're going Seattle. Easy.
Hey, I see some bad blood there, but hey, I hear you. So I'll take Seattle. Man, I'll take Seattle, man. I mean, Lofa, if you're watching, man, Lofa Tutupu, bro, get them Seahawks ready, man. I don't know what's going on with them, man. You know, I don't know how you lose at home to the Titans, bro. But anyway, I think we all on the Seattle. We all on Seattle. Z, did you have Vikings in this one?
No, I'm on no bet. I'm stay away.
You got to pick one. No, just a prediction, not a betting perspective.
Oh, yeah. I don't. I'll roll with y'all. I'll take Seattle. Vikings at home, I don't touch.
Yeah.
On the road, I fade it.
Okay. So, I mean, 2 games left, fellas. So, the Sunday night game is the 49ers at home. Aaron Rodgers coming to town. Man, this is tough, too, because the Niners are without a running back. Niners are without a running back now. And then if you think Aaron Rodgers is back, he really should have a decent game, a good enough game to beat the 49ers with no running back, really. But how you guys feeling about this game? Green Bay and 49ers at home.
Green Bay with the spread. I think Green Bay with the spread is the 3.5, 4 points, but I think I'll still take San Francisco defense.
Okay.
So San Francisco.
Got you. Z, who you got in this one?
I'm on San Fran too.
Yeah, I got San Fran. Like I said, San Fran, they got that defense, man. I'm not sold. This Green Bay defense they don't look very good. They look good in the second half against the Lions. I mean, Jared Goff came out there and was lighting them up. I mean, Jimmy G can do more of the same. And the thing is, the 49ers offense is a lot more complex. The way they run the ball and use check and the tight end. And even Deebo Samuel, man. I mean, it's just the same thing. It's just the 49ers and Rams are bad matchups for anybody. Just because of the coaches and what they do. So I like the 49ers in this one, man. And then the last game, man, the Cowboys at home on Monday night with the division opponent, the Eagles, come to town, man. So how you guys feeling about that?
I'm going Eagles for the W.
Man, stop it, bro. You playing now. What signs have you shown that the Eagles can actually beat the Cowboys?
It's in Dallas.
It's in Dallas. He's picking the Eagles.
There's got to be a long history of Eagles not winning in Dallas. I know there's some.
I'm going Eagles.
Hey, Cowboys fans, I need y'all to get in the comments and let Shay feel it. But hey, I mean, I would keep it short and sweet. There's no way that the Eagles are coming in on Monday night in that big ass stadium and beating the Dallas Cowboys with Dak looking the way he's looking and Zeke getting back on track and Pollard and CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper and Michael Gallup, and now you're putting your number one draft pick at defensive end because DeMarcus Lawrence is hurt. He looked pretty good at defensive end. What's the guy? The linebacker? He looked really good. So I like Dallas in this one. Dallas, that's one of my bets of the week, man. But hey, that wraps up. Yeah, Michael Parsons, man. So hey, let's get into bets of the week, man. Let's close out the show, fellas. JD, you got some bets this week, brother?
We got one teaser.
Man, all right, give us your one teaser, man. Come on, man.
I got Washington with 14.5 and Arizona with minus 1.5. That's easy. That's barbecue chicken, y'all. That is barbecue fucking chicken. Throw it down. I'm pulling the Rome here. We talking big money. I make 3 bets, they big money, but they going land, baby. Yes, sir.
Hey, for the first time, well, actually, no, he just last show. Usually coming with the bets. It's not like it happens all the time. Maybe last time you just kind of hurt from the week or something like. Because I was like, I ain't got no bets.
Yeah, I was hurt. And I don't give bad. I don't tell no one nothing I don't believe in. Yeah. All right. I mean, if there's anything else I could look at, I want to say Tampa Bay and Los Angeles. I would get that over the 55 over. Also, Rome, I had someone that also said they will bet you over 55 if you were interested.
Bet me over?
Yeah.
No, yeah. I don't do over unders.
All right, that's exactly what I told him. I said, hey,
there's too much math. If you're good at math, there's no way you can lose an over under because it's all about numbers. I'm more of a who's gonna win the game type dude. You know what I mean? Yeah. Obviously, as you can see, my bets is mostly money line parlays and teasers. But I mean, I don't even feel comfortable really betting on this game. You know what I mean? Like, it's not even in my bets of the week. Like, I'll bet somebody if I was a close friend. I'd bet it, you know, just to say if it was a Rams fan. But anyway.
I also got another parlay. Just fade Baltimore and Jags, y'all. That's easy money too. Well, don't fade Baltimore, fade Detroit. But you know. Those are bums. They're losing. That's easy money. So those are my 3 bets that I'm sitting on right now.
I hear you. I think, you knocked yours out early in the show.
Yeah,
Early.
Got you. So shoot, for me, man, I'm gonna let you guys have, like I said, fresh off the huge weekend last week, man. If you listen to the show, man, I mean, this is my bets. Just listen, go back and listen to the last show. If you don't want to, I mean, I'll tell you what I had. Like I even told you on the show. I said. I had a loss in college football. I had the University of Miami. They lost to Michigan State. I had said Coastal Carolina won. I had Pitt lost. I said Cincinnati with Desmond Ridder. They won. Notre Dame won. Alabama won. SMU won. Toledo won. Ole Miss won on the college football landscape. And then on the NFL side, I had the Browns. I had the Rams, 49ers, Broncos, Cards. I did lose the Chiefs, and then I had the Packers, and I said the Washington football team was risky. That's a pretty good week, man. I mean, it don't get much better than that, man. I mean, like I said, those are some really good games. But yeah, for this week, man, let's start it off on Thursday. Thursday night, Appalachian State, man, really good football team. Got a solid quarterback. They usually upset some of the big boys from time to time. I love that game. I love the Appalachian State game in the college football landscape. Now, this is what you do to set your weekend up. Parlay Appalachian State in Carolina. Dog, light them up, man. Get that money early. That's Thursday night. That's just Thursday. And then on Saturday, the bets go as follows. I like Texas over Texas Tech. I like Maryland over Kent. Z, I'm sorry, brother.
I like Maryland over Kent too.
I may be in attendance.
Hey, it is.
Hey, look,
it's at Maryland, right?
Yeah.
It's at Maryland. So yeah, I like Maryland over Kent. Maryland had a horrible showing against was it Illinois or something like that? It was really supposed to punish them.
From my perspective, I like the over. So over in that game. Kent's gonna score.
Got you. I like Boise State slightly in that game. It's a weird game. I think they play Utah State or something. But I love Northwestern over Ohio. Northwestern's a really good football team.
I like struggling, lost to Duquesne.
Exactly. Now, this is what I love. I love Purdue over Illinois. Illinois looks like shit. Purdue's offense looks really, really good. Read the articles on the game. I'm not just blowing smoke. Read the article. That's what I do. If you can read, I mean, you can just put the bet in. Some of these reporters are really good, but Purdue is a really solid offense. Illinois struggles. They played up the par at home against Maryland, but it's not going to happen. And they're at home. Texas A&M over Arkansas. Texas A&M. Jimbo Fisher got them boys kind of fired up. They believing in themselves that they can be a top, playoff contender team in the college football playoff. I like that. I like Louisiana over Georgia Southern. Georgia Southern is ass. I like Buffalo. I like the University of Buffalo. Yeah, it is. They ass, bro. I like the University of Buffalo over Old Dominion. Old Dominion plays well sometimes. Buffalo, they're really supposed to wash them boys.
Yeah.
All right. And like I said, and then Indiana over was the University of Western Kentucky. Indiana had a decent showing against University of Cincinnati against Desmond Ritter. Just couldn't hold on. But WKU, they just don't have the ballers to really keep up. College football is easy, man. College football is easy because you bet on the teams that got the most talent. Get that money early, and then turn around and do this. Now for my NFL bets, I'll give it to you like this. Like I said, I already gave you the Panthers Thursday night. I'm telling you, you got to make it happen. Panthers. I like the Ravens over the Lions. I like the Browns. I do like the Browns. I like the Cards. I like the Titans. I like the Chiefs. Let me see. I like the Broncos and I like the Cowboys. Now for my big money bet, I got two really nice bets. Like I said, I love Appalachian State and Carolina on Thursday. And then for the really big bet for Sunday, I love the Ravens. And what's the other game? Of the Ravens and Broncos. And then I also like the Cowboys and Cards. Parlay them together, man. Find a way to mix and match those together and make it happen. And, and even the Browns, man, But that's it for my bets of the week, man. Quickly before we close out the show, man, I mean, obviously you probably heard the news, but Ben Simmons talking about he's not coming to training camp. I wanted to get you guys' opinions on that, man, before we close out the show.
Keep it up. Don't go back if you don't want to.
What do you mean? What do you mean if you don't go back if you don't want to, bro?
Simple as that. Don't fucking go back.
What do you mean?
He's really he's in a no-lose situation because they'll end up finding him, but he already got some of his money. So July he got $14 million out of the $37 they owe him. He already got paid, and so the next $14 million is going to be paid October 1st. So that's going to be the interesting one. If he's not there for media day, are they going to pay him the $14 million check on October 1st, or are they going to withhold it?
Man.
Mm-hmm. And then if they withhold it, they trade him. From his perspective, the new team is going to give him the money, so he's going to get the money back anyway. So he really has nothing to lose.
Yeah, I mean, I just hate it.
Find them all they want.
People already know. I mean, people that listen to the show that been rocking with us doing basketball season know how I feel about my man Embiid, man. Get my guy Embiid some help, man. I mean, I just give him one player, dog. Like, just give him one other guy, like a decent player. Like, give him a decent guard. All right.
Could you imagine if Beal was in Philly? Ooh.
Bro, if Beal was in Philly, ain't nobody fucking with them. Ain't the Nets ain't fucking with them. The Lakers ain't nobody messing with them, man. I wish Bill would somehow just. Well, I know Z, you a Wizards fan. But
hey,
I don't even have a problem with Embiid saying I want to go to Washington. You know what I mean?
I mean, if you look at it just from a basketball perspective, with all the players Wizards have, Wizards go too deep at every position. If you put Ben Simmons on that team, just facilitating and passing, and
Ben Simmons he's still a good player.
Work.
Ben Simmons is a good player. I'll say this. Ben Simmons is a good player. People keep kind of clowning him because he can't shoot. And Ben Simmons is the best probably defender of all positions in the NBA. He's still didn't he win Defensive Player of the Year or something like that? I mean, he plays great defense. He hustles. He just doesn't shoot. You know,
and look what that gets you.
Yeah, I was hoping Philly would take Kuzma
he's still a good player.
He's not a bad player. He's not a bad player.
Kuzma, Bertans, and a first-round pick.
Hell no, they ain't Ben Simmons. I bet you wish that would happen though, because Kuzma ain't shit.
Get that out of here. Get that out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, look, Philly was asking for Beal, and the Wizards countered with Kuzma, Bertans, and a first-round pick.
Come on, man, send Beal over here, man.
Kuzma, Bertans, and a first-round pick. I mean, that gives you depth.
But hey, that wraps up the show. Like I said, NBA is gonna be back. NBA is gonna be back. You know what I mean? We really, even when NBA starts, you know what I mean. We're gonna talk NBA. It's gonna tie into the bets. We're not really gonna talk a ton of basketball until football is over. But like I said, that wraps up the show, man. Like I said, tune in, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I see the comments coming in. Wherever you get your podcasts, whether the Apple Podcasts or Spotify, and all those different things. Like I said, continue to keep supporting the show, tuning in. We enjoy you guys, and we'll see you next show. Peace.